What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a moveset guide on how to use Spectrier in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Spectrier is a new Pokemon introduced in the expansion passes, and it's in the Crown Tundra. You can choose this or the ice one. I think Glacier or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, these two Pokemon vary differently. They have two completely different roles, it and its counterpart, and we'll get to the counterpart later. Their special forms and fusions, those are insane and just broken to no degree. If that's why they're not in the OU tier, but Spectre is pretty nice. I think it might go to the UU tier at first, but then rise back up when they realize it's too powerful for UU because okay, this thing, let's look at its stats. You have 100 HP, 60 defense, 80 special defense, indicating that it probably can sponge a hit. It's not the bulkiest thing in the world, but it can sponge a hit. Then you got the offensive stats of 65 for attack and then 145 for special attack, which is disappointing because this thing has a few physical moves. The move pool on this thing is not great at all. Literally, it has no coverage, specially, and there's literally with its ability, which is literally special type Moxie. Every time you knock something out, you get a special attack boost. There's really no like you could run a physical one, but that would be pointless because your ability would be useless. But the ability is the main thing that helps this Pokemon work. So if you want to do some weird physical set, you could, but that's not how you should run it if you want to get the best out of this mon. So this thing has 145 special attack and 130 speed. That is insane. That's insane. Like you're tying with Tapu Koko, you outspeed Tapu Lele, but Tapu Lele is probably gonna be Scarf. But you can essentially, you're definitely gonna one shot a Choice Specs Tapu Lele with Shadow Ball. I mean, guaranteed. I don't have any calcs, but like you look at the special attack stat. Like really, this thing is hits so hard and so incredibly hard. And so the first set I have here is probably a set that I'm gonna run a lot, and it is the um focus sash set, which basically preys on this thing being weak. I could make the defenses both zero if I wanted to, just to increase like the sort of point of the set, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna leave the defenses at 31 IVs. The whole point of the set is to you outspeed something, but you know it's probably gonna kill you, so you let the thing knock you down. You nasty plot on the turn. They'll knock you down your focus sash, and then you just start sweeping. Like honestly, these are the best three special moves it has. Honestly, like there's nothing too interesting about this Pokemon at all. There's nothing like overly special about it. Like you would think Mudshot, really, but look, you got Hex if you want to run a Will-O-Wisp Hex set, which there's there, but you got Psycho Cut. How come they couldn't have given this thing like stored power or psychic? That doesn't make sense. It has agility, Psycho Cut, like doesn't make sense. You got Taunt, West, look, you got Bulldoze, you got physical coverage. Stomping Tantrum, Body Slam, Double Kick. Literally, look. You could run Snarl, but why would you want Snarl over Dark Pulse? And you got Uproar. It's like there's no reason to run that. So, Mudshot ground coverage, and even though it's a low base power move, it's only 55, but its typing and the increased ability of its special attack stat already being high and increasing it even further will kind of offset that bad thing about Mudshot. But essentially, that's just a Heatran kind of answer. Even though Heatran doesn't resist Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse, you're going to be seeing Heatran everywhere. So Mudshot should definitely KO, if not almost KO. But once you start selling up nasty plots, it's not going to matter. Everything dies. So Shadow Ball is essentially the only move you're going to want to click. And there's not a lot of normal types in OU, so you're not going to have to worry about that. Next, you have another Focus Sash set. Um, this one is a double dance kind of set where you're doing boosting your speed and your special attack. Uh, Boosting your speed is nice because with one agility, you outspeed everything in the game. Like the higher speed tiers, like Choice, you'll be able to outspeed Choice Scarf, Tapu Koko. You'll be able to outspeed Dragapult. You'll be able to outspeed Zeraora. All the incredibly fast things. Probably won't outspeed Regieleki. I mean, you might, but I haven't done the calc on that. But I still think that like with essentially one agility, you'll be faster than everything. So let's say you come in on some ghost type or some Pokemon that you know they're gonna switch out because they don't want it to die. So they switch out. If you can predict a switch and get that agility, and then your focus sash, and then you let something come in, you're faster than everything, let it hit you, and then you get the nasty plot up, you can just straight sweep. Like this is the, in my opinion, this is gonna be one of the most devastating sweeping sets with Shadow Ball. Because I mean, ghost types are already having a freaking field day. Like without pursuit, and I mean, Bisharp honestly is gonna rise in usage, in my honest opinion, because that's the main check to this thing. And other ghost types, Bisharp is like really nice. But here's another kind of like lethal sweeping set. You could run Dark Pulse, but I run Mud Shot just because I feel like it would have better coverage. Here's a very 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 niche set. Okay, it's a, I don't recommend running this set. It's just a very interesting set. Let's say you're in the battling league or whatever. This is an interesting set where it maximizes your special attack. You're basically going to be a Calm Mind user with special attack, taking advantage of your decent HP stat, and having Will-O-Wisp will help offset some of the weaknesses to the physical side. But this is kind of like I wouldn't recommend using this Pokemon. This is something the Pokemon can do, but if you're gonna want like a Will-O-Wisp, like Taunt Hex Pokemon, I'd recommend using like a Cursula or something else. Maybe even a Cofagrigus, honestly. Would probably do this job way better. But this thing would just hit harder with the Calm Mind sweeping though. And then getting that Special Moxie, it's Grim Nade, but I'm just gonna keep calling it Special Moxie because that's what it is. Boost time after time after setting up some Calm Minds is gonna really be devastating. So I mean, this thing is should be on a hyper offense team. This is a hyper offensive mon. Honestly, it's a glass. It's not. I don't want to say a glass cannon. Maybe like a wooden cannon. Not the strongest thing in the world, but it's not gonna die if you touch it. Next you got a choice scarf set. There's two choice scarf sets. This is choice specs. This is supposed to be the other choice scarf set. My fault. Well, you could run choice specs on these sets. These sets are interchangeable to be choice scarf or choice specs, but I have choice scarf on this set mainly because you can run Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse. I may have Dark Pulse over Mudshot in this set. You could run Mudshot. They're interchangeable. You only have three moves. The only move that's always going to be on here, Shadow Ball, is because you're going to be outspeeding things more. You're already fast, but this is guaranteeing you're outspeeding most things as long as they're not scarfed. You can possibly flinch them, and let's say you do over half to something and you flinch it, that's a guarantee that you're killing it. So Dark Pulse is beneficial when you can like outspeed stuff, but I mean you could realistically still use Mudshot if you want to. And then I have Will-O-Wisp here just because when you outspeed something, you Will-O-Wisp it and it's like burned. Choice Scarf. This Choice Scarf can outspeed Urshifu, which I know is like a really popular Pokemon in OU. So being able to come in, Will-O-Wisp it, guarantee the burn, and it's probably gonna kill you, but it makes Urshifu essentially like not that big of a threat because it's burned. So that's one set. This next set can be run either Scarf or Specs, which I feel like is honestly going to be the best way you're going to run this mon. I feel like this is going to be the most common use because there's nothing wrong with slapping a choice scarf or a choice specs. Literally, there's nothing wrong with it. Choice scarf sets might. We're gonna have to wait to see which one becomes more popular because we do have a speed creep kind of with Tapu Koko and other potential scarfers. Like you got Scarf Landorus to outspeed that you're gonna want Scarf. So we're gonna see as the game progresses if things are running choice scarf more. You're gonna want to run scarfed as well to outspeed things and hit them hard. If they're running not scarf, you could also still run scarf if you want to. But choice specs, you're faster than most of the metagame at this point at the speed tier 130. So choice specs is gonna be that more offensive Pokemon. Let's say you knocked out or you want to have other Pokemon that deal with like more hard to kill Pokemon like a Tapu Bulu or Tapu Lele, like, and then have this thing kind of clean up after all the real fast Pokemon are gone. That's where Choice Specs Bro could really come in. But other than that, there are other niche things you can do. Like you could pull off a Choice Bandage set. You could a Lash Out set if you want to, a Rest Sleep Talk set, a Confuse Ray set if you want it to be irritating. Like it has a lot more. It has a lot of special moves. I mean, not special status moves, but honestly, with its special attack stat and its special move pool being limited, the amount of things you can do with it is not that varied. But the thing about it is that even though it's limited, it's going to be very good at what it does. Honestly, it's probably gonna be the best Pokemon that uses Shadow Ball in the game, like in the OU tier probably. But other than that, thank y'all for checking out this video. I will as soon as this video goes live, I'm gonna try to upload this one and the other Ice Horse at the same time. So if you're interested in how to use, I'll even link it in the description. If you're interested in how to use, what's the name of the Pokemon? Glastrier. The link's going to be in the description, or you could just go to my channel, subscribe while you're at it, and watch this next video on the other horse. Thank y'all.